Hello and welcome. I'm going to start on this realm right here, but let me first show you what I did. I designed a world. This one right here, I just called it Good and Evil because that's kind of what it is. And just to kind of go into the basics, if you're familiar with the YouTuber Marcus Aurelius, not the Roman emperor, he passed away a long time ago, but there's a YouTuber who has created like Tales of Enthador, which is a world that was a persistent world where he had a like three different series of fortune there, and then Anvil Quest before that. Um, yeah, basically what I'm getting to is I kind of copy off of him because I kind of like what he does as far as the setup. For the most part, I mean, I tweak it a little bit. Mostly it's the good and evil, but here I'll show you what I did. Um, so this is a medium world. Oh, I did. I thought I changed the. Okay, no, I didn't. I did it, but then I changed it. All right, so I put the minimum savagery up to 15. So, just to make it a little bit more savage. I did put the volcanism up, but I put it back down because I didn't want to get too many errors. All right, I also put, I decided I'm going to go with a minimum volcano of 25 so I could, find one. I didn't really find something that I wanted, but, gave me more chances. I put it lowest as possible, so we're going to have maximum minerals. It's just going to be crazy. Which some people say, oh, that's making it easier. It's actually quite the opposite. It makes it harder. I gotta say, I absolutely can't stand vampires and werewolves in here. I hate them. I hate them. So I will deal with everything else except for those. I left everything else standard, so I just kind of took that out. So yeah, if you want to call me weak sauce, that's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. All right. So the good and evil, I increased the good by like 8 times. I forget what it was. I think it was like it was a lot lower than this. I think it was 50 or something like that. And this was like 100, 250, something like that. And I doubled this, at least doubled it. Yeah, I doubled the evil, and because I wanted, because as you'll see, I'm going to embark where I get both good and evil. Now Marcus Aurelius doesn't do that, but I just kind of made more of a emphasis on the fantasy. This is a very um, like good and evil contested sort of battleground in a way, um, sort of thing. So yeah, similar to him, I put the minimum. He put it at 8 for Enthador. He put it at a minimum of 80, and density at 30 right here. Normally this is 100 and this is 0, so it's 0 to 100 to 0 to 100. Um, this makes the caverns much more open. So they'll by 5 points be less open in both directions than Marcus Aurelius, whatever that means. But I like open cavern as well because that's one of the few things he changes. I changed a few more things, but I also like how he does change this as well. He puts 15 levels in between him and the caverns to give him some room. I kind of like that concept because sometimes I do hit it too early, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm not ready. I want to kind of build up a military first. So I think that's it. Yeah, I didn't change the number of embark points or anything else like that. So that's what I did. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and that is this world right here. I have another one that I didn't find. Yeah, I was kind of about, but it's similar. But I found this one area, and I should be able to find it again. Guess I'll pause it until this ends. Okay, we're almost over. I just, there was no reason for you to sit through all that. But not that it takes that long, but still. All right. So the area is, I think it was someplace kind of warm, wasn't it? Geez, now I don't remember. I think I was over here. Yeah, I'm going to pause it again and try and find it. I thought I could find it right away, but I was wrong. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I found it. It's in a warm area. Sometimes I like to, because I like to get a frost if I can. All right, so I thought that this little industry, area right here is interesting. I'm gonna do a 5x5, which is kind of a computer killer, but hey, I like big areas. I do. So yeah, so to kind of give a breakdown of the area, we got what is this? 9 areas of tempered broadleaf forest. Yeah, it's a broadleaf, or I mean, broadleaf. It's a tempered all the way down. I was like hoping it's like, tropical would be cool to get some of the bigger creatures, but whatever. All right, it's warm, heavily forested, thick, surrounding is wilderness, so that's medium. Oh, it's a stream. Okay, so that's a stream, so it's not really fordable. We'll have to build a bridge if we want to get this tiny little. It doesn't matter. Probably won't need to. It's got all the stuff up here. It's a shrubland, so we don't have as many trees. I mean, this is really too many trees, but this is less trees. Moderate, thick means, yeah, we'll be able to forage. I do a lot of foraging at first. So I got 6 areas of that up there. I got 6 and I got 9. Yeah. So and it's again it has everything. And then over here we got 6 areas of the. All right. So this is the calm forest. This is the neutral steppe. And this is the forest of venerating. It's a temperate conifer forest, warm, heavily forested, thick, joyous wild. So this we'll get unicorns and other things like that. All the stuff again: shell metals, deep metal, flux stone, very deep soil, clay, sand. All the stuff growing civilization would like. And then down here, haunted. So that's the that's the non-savage, non-com version of evil. So. Ooh, yeah, I've had some bad the lymph fields. Sounds bad. So, yeah, so this is a problem. So woodland. So hopefully I'll get some grumplug trees. I don't know if I said that right. I might not have. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I very. Sometimes I've gone into evil areas and all the trees are dead. So we'll see what happens. All right, now going to the next screen. There's no elves, so that sucks. I like to get all the trading partners, but. Used to have the humans. I need to have the humans. The elves, I'm like, okay, rather have them, but at least you don't have to hear them bitching about trees. Goblins, they're my special trading party. They bring over lots of goods. They just have different negotiation tactics, and you have to negotiate with weapons instead of words. All right, so we're gonna go with the rosy bust. It's kind of funny. The rosy bust, the gravel of speechlessness. Those are the 2 areas. The reason I didn't go because of the name. In fact, I'm not really fond of the name, the rosy bust. It's like whatever. Neither of them are that great. The reason why I went with the rosy bust, they're a little bit more spread out, so I might have more access to some things. And I get some mountain stuff there too, though. So I mean, they're both pretty. Yeah, they're both pretty good as far as pretty as far as size. So there's that. All right, so we're going to go with the rosy bust. And another thing I like is you can see the elevation's pretty flat. We got 0s and we got 1s up there. So that works for me. Got 4 biomes in a 5x5. This is going to be crazy. All right, so E. Yes, I know. Embark. Prepare carefully. Now, I do prepare careful. I do not just willy-nilly put picks into my guys. I consult the therapist. I go over this. Oh, look at that. And kind of figure out who likes what. You like doors, green glass. All right, so I'm going to stare at this for a little bit, and then I'll come back and tell you what I decided. Okay, I went with this group. I did a little. It's always a little different with me because I kind of go off of what they like, what they don't like. Like, for instance, a band likes green glass. It's actually kind of torn between a band and Searle. Because a band like spears, it's kind of a cool weapon to like for spear traps, maybe even a spear unit. Spears are pretty effective and good against, titans or mega beasts and semi-mega beasts, for that matter. Searle likes warhammers and bronze, the ballista arrows, whatever. But the thing is I was thinking, see, doors. I mean, even though it doesn't show up in Glassmaker, as far as like it increases the numbers here because likes green glass. Certain things like, for instance, doors do show up here, but say they don't show up. See, the Searle would be great at carpentry as well, because not only would the shields be generally higher level, but so would the doors. or masonry or glass making. So I was thinking of reversing them, but I just went this direction because green glass is pretty strong. Because you know, I do like to make I like to make a lot of stuff out of clear glass, but that's kind of a little bit later in the game too. Right off the bat, this is really strong. It'll skill up a band really quick, and not waxworker. I just do this as sort of a tick. When I put waxworker, that means broker. I just that's kind of how I do it. And I got chief medical and I got wound dresser. Well, you'll see. We'll go start with the band here. The band has 5 in glassmaker, 1 in wound dresser and diagnostician, appraiser, conversationalist, comedian. Judge and intent is fun, but you actually develop that. And I kind of want, if I do just pure broker, I get persuader and negotiator too. But those skill up, so that's okay. One thing that's nice about comedian taking it is that some dwarves, depending on the personality, they might not ever develop that. So if you give them a point, then they'll have it. All right, so then we'll go to Mistim. We'll just go in order up here. Mistim is my blacksmith and mechanic. So Mistim is right down here. Pretty solid. Doesn't have any particular likes. Does it like certain? Oh, sterling silver. So if I make some stuff out of sterling silver, they'll be better. So yeah, I was thinking about for a carpenter likes bucklers. Not too impressed with my carpenter Sarvesh, which I'll get to. And then mechanic. I'm pretty big on mechanics. I'm actually under mechanic. Sometimes I'll have up to 4 people with maxed out mechanic. I only have 2. All right, so missed it. Momuz, Mason, Armorsmith. Momuz is right here. It's actually kind of perplexed between Mistim and Momuz here because I kind of wanted to, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I was just thinking about some things, but Momuz is going to also be a furnace operator for the most part, so it's a little bit better numbers than Mistim right there. So that's a thing. And yeah, nothing really special here. Certain type of rock. Nickel silver. That's not a rock. Colinite likes colinite. I can make stuff out of colinite. Yeah, so we'll be a mason at first for sure. Maybe later. So the nice thing about having an armor smith is I don't use an armor smith right away, but if sometimes I'll get up to like 120 dwarves and no armor smiths, so at least I'll have somebody who has some armor smithing right off the bat. So I kind of like to have that option open. All right, so then we go down to Cyril right here. Cyril's really good at making warhammers, especially bronze ones. If I start making bronze warhammers, Cyril will scale up really quick because a lot of those will be masterwork. And then stolen by Kias, so maybe not right away. But when I can get everything underground, make some bronze warhammers. Sounds good. Mechanic, 60.30 or 60.3. That's good. It's really good. I like it. So, wish I could duplicate Cyril. Cyril's like a dwarf. Dukem here. Dukem I went off the reservation with. Dukem, it's funny. He doesn't have Hunter. But if we could see right here, and see this one, see there's no waxworker. I don't have a beekeeper either. This means that I don't usually do this, but I did it with Dukem. I made Dukem a military dwarf. As you can see, Dukem is male. That means that Dukem will not be carrying a baby. Not that, I'm all for that, but they don't have dwarven daycare yet. So, a lot of times I like to make them a hammer dwarf, but, wow. As you can see, sorry, I have to cough. That's what I was talking about seeing. All right, so as you can see, not so great with that, not very strong, but a little bit more agile, so a little bit better as an archer. So I decided to go the archery route, and I may or may not make Dukem my There's a pretty good chance I'll make him the militia commander, but I don't know because the military is kind of good. But here's what I did with skills, and I went a little bit off the reservation. Normally with a hunter, I give them ambusher uh, and crossbowman, but those I didn't give, because they skill up, and they skill up pretty quickly, to be honest. So I want to be honest with you. Animal trainer is not necessary, but I decided to make Duka more of a mental, build. So I got Dodger and Swimmer for physical skills. Now Swimmer's not necessary, but it's nice in a pinch if since I have that stream. Darn throat. All right, so if Dukem ends up in the stream, he will be able to get out. So and dodge out of the way. So that's important. Animal trainer, not really essential. Kind of necessary. You can do it without having the pick, but Dukem's good at it. And we'll get even better. 50.62. Reason I highlight over that is because sometimes the reason is because likes llamas, you know. Um, so that's a thing. All right. Also, leader, tactician, teacher, discipline. So this is all very military. Observer. So for a hunter, I always like to give observer because it does skill up pretty quick, but it's nice to have it off the bat. Also I probably will make it a militia commander because I also gave intimidator because I think that's probably good for training troops and pacifier. One of the things I like about pacifier is it's sort of like the opposite of consoler or flatterer. So it encourages more honesty. I would rather have an honest dwarf than a full of baloney dwarf. So that's Dukem. So Dukem's kind of interesting. We'll see what happens, what I do with Dukem. Probably, I will probably not start hunting right away because it takes up a lot of time resource. Skinning all the animals. I don't know. We'll get into it. I might do it kind of soon into it. Who knows? All right. So Kickrost is the cook leather worker. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with Kickrost because Kickrost is another one I'd like to duplicate. So really good, if I made a carpenter, even though it doesn't like anything special, just really high numbers. Good with chief medical, but food is money in this. I mean, you get your good money, and we will be getting some good money. 63.73. It's pretty solid, and likes to make leather armor. Um, yeah, as far as puffin leather, I don't know if we're going to be able to get any of that. I don't. I think it might be one of those leathers like fluffy Wombler leather. You just really never get that. That's not really a thing. I don't know. I don't remember seeing puffin leather. We'll take a look. We'll see if they offer it in our dwarven civilization or the humans, and we'll order more of it. But I don't remember seeing it, so I don't know about that one. But likes to make leather armor, so yeah, I'll probably make Dukem. I mean, that kind of goes with Dukem being a military commander, because being an archer, will probably wear leather armor. So yeah, and this will skill up pretty quick as well. And then eventually I could get another cook and have Kickross be a leather worker, unless I get an awesome leather worker, which happens sometimes. And we got Mistim here. Oh, did we already do Mistim? We must have. Yeah, we did. Okay, I'm going this way. Sorry, I got confused. All right, so then we have Sarvesh. Sarvesh is right here. Sarvesh is not really impressive as a carpenter, but it's okay. 50.47. So it's above, board. Yeah. Now these numbers are sort of like the propensity or want or will to do it, compared to like national averages of all dwarves and of the 7 that you embark with. So it's a little. I don't exactly know how the numbers work out, and it's skewed by if they like something that's like kind of relevant, like a certain type of, like if they were to like beds or buckets or something like that. Beds is nice because I like to have nice beds. Woodcutter, 32.82. So I did 5 points in carpenter. This is how much it costs, not how many. So it's 5 points is 5 levels in carpenter, 3 in woodcutter, and 2 in dodging. I just want to avoid them getting hurt. A lot of times I would just put 5 in woodcutter, 5 in carpenter. But I had a dwarf that hurt himself twice. I'm like, what the hell? So Dodger right here. Got 47.64, so that'll be up a bit. So there is that. So those are my dwarves. I'm going to go over to this screen, get rid of everything. It's just easier because I'm not taking most of this stuff. And any of it, like, for instance, the only thing I'm taking is the anvil and the drinks. And I'm taking a specific amount of each. See, anvil. Yeah, we're just going to get anvils. Just all, no, I'm just kidding. All right, so we get 1 iron anvil. And as far as the drink, I standardly just get 6 of each. And the reason for it, this is a full barrel right here, 5 per barrel. So you get the barrel for free. It's a 10-point barrel. Oh, they got to have another barrel just for that 1 unit of ale. So it's almost empty. But yeah, we get the free barrel. So it's a little bit of an exploit, but I do still get to sleep at night. At least for that. There's other reasons that maybe I don't. But so this kind of, in a sense, for 2 points, I get a 10-point barrel 4 times. So that's what that's about. And then we get a willow log, which we're going to make into charcoal. I'm going to get my animals right now, too. 4 walking bags of food. They create eggs first. That's why I get the hens. Turkeys are the best because they give the most meat, and you also get leather off of them too. All right, so I'm going to go like that. 7 dogs for 7 dwarves. These are going to be war dogs, the 5 females. They make stronger puppy litters too. And I'll make 2 hunting dogs since I'm going to eventually have a hunter. And a breeding pair of cats to take care of the varmints. All right. Now we need a stone to start with. I like Gruddle. It's magma safe and it's purple. I like it for its purpleness. And then bituminous coal. We will be smelting this. I'm going to get a 90. What I like about bituminous coal, well, you get about you get 8 from it. It's really 9, but I think you get 9 coke, but you use the next coke to burn the next bituminous coal. So I think of it as a net gain of 8. So yeah, it's 9 times 8, so that's pretty huge. What is that, 72 or something like that? So that's, oh wait, no, it's 720. Yeah, so it's a lot. Yeah, we'll have a lot of fuel for our malachite, which is the ore of copper. Each one of these, I'm going to get 21 of these. Each one of these is 4 bars of copper. But I am going to smelt them with the cassiterite. Well, 20 of them anyway, which will get me brass. So essentially, smelting them together, you save fuel by making the, no, not brass, bronze. You actually get brass by sphalerite, which I'm going to take 1 of. So 1 sphalerite, 1 malachite, smelt them together, you get 8 brass. Saves a lot of fuel doing it that way by the ore, because then you don't have to use fuel for each individual bar. Saves you 6 fuel overall. For 1 fuel, you get 8 brass. If you were to do it by smelting them bar by bar, you'd actually have to spend a total of 6 fuel by smelting both of the ores, and then so it's much or something like that. All right, so cassiterite, so that will get me 8 bronze per. So that's 160 bronze. So that's good. And we get sand. Here we go. Now I get my milks. I'm going to get more sand. I'm just going to get the milks first. You might be wondering why I'm getting gems. Oh, damn it. And the answer is, I'm just getting them out of the way. It's quicker. I used to kind of double click past them, but it's a lot quicker just to do it that way. All right. So, 182. Huh, okay. Yeah, good. All right, so that's going to be a lot of glass. So each one of these sands, also here, I'll tell you the breakdown of the sands. For 1 point sand, this is also considered to be an exploit. You get a free 10-point bag. So it's 1,820 free points worth of bags. It's up there. They'll just take the sand and then dump it out. But I actually use it for this, even if it didn't come in. I still have a glass maker. I'm going to turn that into green glass, this and that, and this and that. So it's a double whammy. Now, again, these are considered to be an exploit, getting all this milk, because each one of those each separate thing of milk gives you another barrel. You can do that with food too. Like if you get pig meat, cow meat, sheep meat, you get them all, just one unit, you get a whole bucket for free. I mean, not bucket, a barrel. Same here. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different barrels for free for 1 point. So it's 11 points for 1 point. But the primary reason I do it, again, isn't for the barrel, although it's nice and, that's an advantage. It's to, be able to tinker with the permissions for cooking, so I can turn them off so I don't have to, so I won't forget later and I won't end up with horse milk biscuits. I want horse cheese biscuits to make it all in cheese. And cheese is more valuable, and yada, yada, yada. All right, so let's see what the group name is. What do you guys want to call yourselves? The Paddle Accordion? Yeah, paddle is never, it never ends up well with paddle in the name, so we're going to R for random. The Royal Tools. Again, it sounds suggestively bad. No, let's go the Tools. No. The Harmonious Palace. All right, there we go. If I don't hate it, a lot of times I go, I like to think of it as the Dwarfs are suggesting it, so that's their idea. Fort name. Drive mirrored. That's not good. Sometimes what I'll do here is, all right, you want something mirrored. Let's just say that. Let's compromise. Or actually mirror. Find mirror. Rocks mirror. How about rock mirror? No. All right. Damn it. Rock gifts would have been fine. Rockwall. Sure. It's kind of generic sounding, but we'll take it. The tin fence. The Earth of Fences. The Revered Mansion. Sure. 7. Put some mountains in there. Numbered plural. Object. It's my standard. Put an anvil in there. I'll get goofy with it though. Let's see what else we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll put a wombat in there. A wombat. Let's see. Patrol. See. 2,451,846. Sure. Okay, action or relationship. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. The revered mansion is an image of 7 dwarves, mountains, an anvil, a wombat, 2,441,846 trolls. Oh, I thought it was billion. I put it in wrong. 7 dwarves are raising the anvil. The anvil is burning. The 7 dwarves are screaming. The wombat is devouring the 52. Is the four whatever the a lot of trolls devouring the 2,401,846 trolls. 2,451,846 trolls are screaming. The anvil is laughing. The mountains look confused. All right, so that's my symbol. That's what it looks like. If you're wondering how they get the detail of 200 plus trolls, it's because the dwarves are really good at crafting. Ian Park. All right, there we go. All right. So waiting for the game to be busy, not responding. And we're almost there.
By the dwarven gods, what have we got here? What is this place? It's a mess! What? There's not even any alcohol here. They told me there'd be rivers running with alcohol.
You're pretty gullible.
I've been lied to.
Black Bear Men will probably not be here. I think that, for whatever reason. Okay, Rockwall. A little generic, I gotta say. I don't hate it, though. It's fine, Rockwall. It sounds like a dwarven place. Just doesn't sound very special. We'll have to make it special. Alright, come on, game. There we go. So, yeah. Let's see some other skills here. Intimidator. Teacher. Oh. These are random ones that you just kind of get generated for you. Pacifier. Okay. It's really thinking about it. Hope it doesn't crash. Ah. Here we go. Alrighty. So we got an icky mess down here. Yeah, this might end badly. This might end real badly. Oh, these dead trees? Yeah. Crumplog. Got a heavy, heavy tree there. Yeah. See, now with evil areas, the sooner you get under, the better. Oh, fire clay. Nice. That makes stoneware as opposed to earthenware. It's better. Sunberries. Sunberries create better alcohol. So you can see the contrast. See less trees here, more trees here. It's pretty dense here too. Yeah. Yeah, these dead trees aren't going to regrow though, or something. I don't know. Or maybe we can't use them. I don't know. Dead trees. Might have some icky growth or something. All right, so I don't cheat too much. I cheat a little bit. I got rid of the vampires and werewolves, but as we could see here, I'm a dirty cheater. Yeah, I kind of highlight them. I guess I don't need this, but whatever. That's the only thing I change on Therapist. I don't do anything where I can make kids work or whatever. And I don't actually limit the kids like a lot of people limit the kids. It's just a part of the game. I put some constraints on my abilities, so that's just how I do it. All right, this is going to be an episode 0. So I'm just going to show some stuff instead of actually play. So we are going to prospect all. So this is the other thing that's a little bit of a cheat. Just shows me where everything is. I'm not going to do anything more than this. All right, so Grumplog, we got some of that. So this also tells you where the caverns are. So we're at 106. See, you got 75, 84, 84. Okay, so Yeah, 84 could very well be the very bottom of the topmost level of the first level of caverns. So that means that we might hit the ceiling around somewhere in the low 90s. You know, so we're good. God, it's not a lot of room. I thought I was going to get more room than that. I'm not getting a lot of room at all. Oh well, it is what it is. I mean, 84. I don't know. Yeah, because I mean they should be tall ceilings. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know how that works out. I'm supposed to have 15. I'm supposed to have some room. I'm not having any room. All right, so we got coal. This is good. Tumus coal, 2 grand. And we got lignite, almost 3 grand, and coalnite. That's good for porcelain, so we can make that later. That's what I look for. I also look for rock crystal. So when we eventually, yeah, almost 2 grand. So when we do crystal glass, oh, okay. Oh, that's a good number. 73 goes up to 35. So yeah, magma is down there, but not totally down. Sometimes it's minus 20. Sometimes it's at 80, where it's kind of like, oh wow, it's not far from the surface. That's exciting when that's the case. That's not the case though. Okay, so magnetite. This is iron, magnetite, limonite, and hematite. So, oh wow. So over 12 grand worth of iron. These are only relevant in difference to each other if you're going to make furniture out of the rock itself rather than smelt it, which I don't typically do unless I have a noble. Horn silver and native silver, same thing. They just make silver. Bismuthinite just makes bismuth bronze, where you can make bismuth, or bismuth bars, which you can make bismuth bronze. Then whatever. Native platinum, we got a little bit of that. I don't have any aluminum, which is sad because neither does, I think I looked, or did I look? I don't know. Maybe my civilization has it. I think I might have looked and they didn't. Like before, because I don't think I did it this time. I might have done it before. I'm not sure. Malachite, that's what I brought. That's copper. Garnite, that's nickel. It's magma safe too. Sphalerite is zinc, which I have one of, and that helps to make brass. Cassiterite is tin, which helps to make bronze. Galena is lead. And gold is gold. All right, so galena and tetrahedrite are unique. Galena is the ore of lead. Tetrahedrite is the ore of copper. Now, if you smelt it, though, you get more bars potentially. Galena is 50% silver. That means you get all the gold, all the lead. You get 4 lead no matter what. Like you get 4 anything, 4 tin, 4 silver, 4 lead, and 4 50% chances of a silver bar. So you can get up to 8 bars. Well, 4 being lead and then maybe 4 silver. You may end up with 2 or 3, or you could end 0 or 4. Anywhere. But tetrahedrite is also 20% silver, so you get 4 20% chances. You get more silver potential with galena. But tetrahedrite, you also get the copper, which for smelting purposes, you can use this to, by itself, if you have a lot of it, you can make bilin, which is a cross between silver and copper, or you could, use it for copper purposes, bronze, brass, copper, which is a military metal, as opposed to lead, which is not, and blah, 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 blah. Yes, I'm talking a lot. I'm going to wrap this up soon, though. We got limestone at 102, so not too far down. We got our flux. Oh, we got marble, too. So we got limestone and marble. That's nice. We got quartzite, which is irrelevant, so there's no reason to talk about it anymore. We already see the fire clay, so yeah, 105, so we might have some underneath as well. All right, so it shows all the things and stuff and things. All right, so that's it. It's a 5x5. We got the stream right here. We could see up here. You can see the featherwood trees. Oh, we don't have a lot of grumplug, or whatever, however you call those trees. I got 4 of them, looks like. Got a few feather trees though, at least. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. All right, bye.